On February 7, 2024, the Locust Grove Police Department of Oklahoma received a stolen vehicle alert. Using cameras around the city, police found the van within minutes and attempted to stop it.
It is difficult to maintain control in some of these. Oh, look at this. This is going to get dramatically more dangerous here if he continues this behavior. Trying to lose those units, doing a U-turn.
The attackers not only did not obey the lawful demands of the police, but also tried to escape from the crime scene, resulting in a chase.
Updated 20 in traffic.
Case started in Locust Grove, Oklahoma around 5 o'clock. It took almost an hour, during which they drive 60 miles to Arkansas through Tontitown. Continuing to crash into law enforcement vehicles, the criminals tried to escape, as a result of which several dozen crews were sent to catch them.
Officers called in reinforcements.
Look at this. Look at this. Well, this I have never seen. It is.
Still out, you got away from us.
As you can see, the police repeatedly tried to stop the violators' car. The Tontitown Highway Patrol soon joined them.
We're coming up to you guys right now. Copy, 412. Eastbound bearing. They're going to be eastbound 412. Eastbound 412.
But the violators continued to break traffic laws, creating accident and potentially dangerous situations. The policeman who was closest to the stolen van tried to cut it off and hit it sideways several times, but this did not stop the criminals. After a chase in a residential area and on nearby streets, the offenders tried to escape by driving onto the highway. Most likely, the criminals hoped that at high speed they would be able to evade pursuit and remain unpunished. Tontitown Detective Chef Jennison decided to be guided not only by human factors but also by the police code. His priority was the lives of innocent people who could suffer in this situation.
Dude! I can't stop it.
Realizing that the situation was getting worse every minute, with the offenders traveling at speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour, Chef Jennison decided to do everything possible to ensure that this stopped as soon as possible.
Traffic's picking up, we're in the median again, 75 miles an hour.
As you can see, the detective turned out to be extremely brave and, choosing the right moment, crashed into the van. The tactical strike was accurate but resulted in an accident, as a result of which the police car flipped over several times.
I'm good. I'm good. Okay, come on. I'm good.
The crews behind were able to complete Jennison's job and block the van to prevent the criminals from fleeing the scene. As a result of the incident, the officer was injured but survived due to the deployment of airbags. Following the pursuit, Jennison was taken to a local hospital for examination and treatment, but was later released as his injuries were minor and did not pose a threat to his health. As for the violators, the footage shows how the police managed to surround them.
Springdale, let me know which way he's going. Okay, we got a bunch of traffic here. I think that's going to end up getting him stopped if we can just get him out of the car. Yeah. We're stopped out here.
Realizing that law enforcement officials were not joking and were ready to use firearms, the offenders surrendered with their hands up. The first, apparently valuing life more than his comrade, climbed out of the broken window of the U-Haul van on his own, allowing himself to be arrested. The second criminal did not come out for some time, but eventually also surrendered to the police, as a result of which the incident ended successfully. Following the pursuit, officers searched the van and its contents, finding firearms and bottle filled with flammable liquid, commonly referred to as Molotov cocktails. As a result of the chase, the suspects damaged 4 Taneytown police vehicles and several other vehicles, causing extensive damage. It's scary to imagine what could have happened if these two were able to evade arrest and flee the scene of the crime. They were probably going to use weapons and flammable devices, which could have resulted in a real disaster with loss of life. Only the brave and decisive actions of the police made it possible to avoid any casualties, with the exception of the detective, who escaped with minor injuries. As a result of the chase, 21-year-old Robert Mercier and Trenton Johnson from Michigan were arrested and charged with several counts, including aggravated assault, criminal conspiracy, car theft, second-degree assault, fleeing the scene of a crime, and resisting arrest. They will also be charged with other criminal offenses related to possession of firearms and Molotov cocktails. Mercier and Johnson are currently being held at the Benton County Detention Center. As it turns out, they are also wanted by authorities in Westland, Michigan, for attempting to run over the law.
Hit at least one car head-on during the chase that exceeded speeds of 100 miles per hour.
These are court documents we obtained from the state of Michigan. They show a felony fleeing charge for one of the suspects in this case, Trenton Johnson, who is from Michigan. And tonight, prosecutors in Michigan say they are still reviewing possible charges for the other suspect in this case, Corey Mercier.
If at least some of these charges are proven in court, the guys face at least 15 years in prison. As for me, this is a fairly lenient punishment for what they did, because these two endangered the lives of hundreds of people who became random witnesses to the chase.